right, so CJ, obviously, I mean, day 2 at camp, but you've been through obviously 2 springs now. But what do you feel? And I know not in full pads yet, but just kind of the first 2 days working with your guys on the line. How do you feel the growth is? How do you feel the chemistry is between you guys?
I feel the intensity's up from last year's practice for sure. With well, I can't speak much for the outside the box, but I know in the box it's getting grimy in there. So even like the coaches got to tell us to calm down because everybody's like so worked up, just wants to like be physical and be intense when they play. So it's like coaches got to tell us, whoa, like chill down, because we're just ready to go. So I say the intensity for sure. Like, I mean, we put the work in the off season, so it's paying off right now.
No, I know you. I asked you at the end of spring, like, if less is more. Yes, you want to be on the field. I know, obviously, defense about rotation, but with what you guys can do up front, I mean, do you feel that Coach Ward can be, not that he's not aggressive and you know it, but more aggressive in his calls, just overall with the defense?
I mean, I feel he's going to do what he wants to do anyways. Not like he's not going to listen to us, but I feel like he knows what he's doing, so he's just going to trust us to make the play. But I feel like, I feel like they trust us more to run more base. But our package we have on third down and things like that, it's hard for people to block. So it's kind of like it just throws off the opponent. Just like they don't know if we'll play base because we'll play base and dominate, or we can go into our third down, dominate. So really, it's just something extra, like just more trust of the team or trust from the coaches. So that's just that part.
And he was just asked too when we were talking to Coach Ward about making adjustments going into the Big 12, and he made a great point saying, obviously he's been coordinating, but the last 2 years here played obviously really good offenses, really good running backs, really good receivers that were in the Pac-12. So when you look at that, I know obviously getting ready for Wyoming, but when you look at going into the Big 12, is it not really that much of a I guess jump or difference that you're looking at from the talent level of offensive lines and all that?
I mean, at the end of the day, football is football. If you do what you need to do, then it's going, whatever's happening is going to happen. So as long as we focus on ourselves, do what we have to do from the inside, I think it'll handle itself. So it doesn't matter who we line up against. We got to focus on ourselves, what we do in practice, how we train, and how we just go about every day. So that's really the biggest thing. It's just keeping the culture up and keep instilling the culture of the team.
You talked about all summer how you felt like you're in the best shape of your life after dropping 20 pounds in the past year. Do you feel like you've seen that growth and seen that come to fruition in the past 2 days?
Oh, for sure. Even when we were doing the team and I'm running to the ball each play and I come up the sideline, I'm not gassed as I was last year. So I feel my fatigue, my levels of how far I can push myself has increased. So my threshold has gotten larger. So I say that's the biggest thing, and I feel more explosive off the ball. So I feel like I get more twitchy, just things like that.
It's a nightmare for offensive lines. And obviously, I know they're in front of you, and Coach Dillingham Coach Ward talked about the depth now of the linebackers and obviously the talent that they have. How do you feel that they're getting? Are they getting more comfortable, obviously, communicating with you guys and working as a unit?
Yes, I feel inside the box, there's a lot of trust going on. We trust them making their calls, and they trust us to execute so they can fill their gaps. So I think the biggest thing is wait on close. And but I think the biggest thing is just the trust. So I feel with the depth we can trust not just that first group, but we can trust the groups behind. So that's really the biggest thing. It's just not like, oh, this group's in, let me do more than I have to do. Right. So it's just having the trust in the guys behind you, and they having the trust in us.
And then I know I asked you before, and obviously the dates came out, but an extra day at Camp T. Are you pretty stoked about an extra day up there?
Actually, I am. It feels good out there. Only thing is the sleeping, but you get past that. I mean, sleep is important for sure. That's all I think about is sleep, especially during camp. We go like, what time is it right now? I gotta go sleep at 9:30. I try to go sleep at 9:30 every night. So it's just like, that's the only thing I'm thinking about. But other than that, camp, it was a great time. We bonded together. Just going by the campfire and talking and learning about your teammates. It's just the experience is something that is part of being a Sun Devil. So I feel you gotta love it and gotta embrace it.
So I still gotta ask, still no snake hunting with Clayton, right?
No, I'm
leaving that to him.
He had a snake.
Yeah, he just talked how his NIL is almost up. Do you think you'll take that over for him?
What deal?
His NIL deal with the snakes?
Oh no, they give it to somebody else. They won't worry about me.